video is about daily rituals. So I have a lot of things I want to go over, and as we go through these lessons, there might be things that kind of go together or that maybe could fit well in another section, and I'm just going to go with it and we'll just kind of learn together as we go. But that leads me into daily rituals. If we don't have a daily ritual or something that we do to keep us in alignment, how can we see what needs shifting or what needs changing? We need this set point, this foundation. And we're going to go through different daily rituals, why they're important, and kinds of rituals. So, one of the most important things that, kind of a precursor to all of these different lessons is that follow your intuition. Your intuition knows, and some things might be for one group of people that what we talk about, but other things might be for another group. And we all are on this magic journey together, but we might be at different places. Not to say that there's different levels, but we're just at different parts of the journey. And as we kind of converse and express ourselves and share, we can learn and grow together, because there's always pieces of the puzzle that we can add to. And we all have our own unique magic. And as we go through this, we can begin to find what our gifts are. And the bottom line is that we need to get to know ourselves and really know our energy, so we can get to love ourselves and then get to be ourselves and express ourselves in our fullest potential. And it's my belief that evolution and to be evolved and to ascend is, in fact, to be the full expression of yourself. And we're going to go over that. And I see things in visions. One of my gifts is I get pictures in my head. They call it clairvoyance. So it's really helped me to make sense of things in pictures. And I'll show you a lot of pictures. I draw and I take a lot of notes, and anything that I can do to share that might evolve consciousness and help each other learn and grow. Both of us are going through this. We're all learning different things at different times, but that's the thing about energy and universe, is they put the right pieces together in the perfect moment, and everything happens perfectly and perfectly happens. You just trust that. So these tools that I'm giving you are going to help make sense of it all and give you a baseline, a reset, a neutral, ground zero, if you will. We need this 0 point so we can really begin to center and balance ourselves and get to know our energy. Then we can assess when we're going through things that aren't our energy, because that's all the psychic abilities are accessing energy and interpreting it in your own unique way. So I see energy through visions, and I also have the knowing or claircognizance, and we're going to go over this in future videos, okay? But right now, it's important to follow your intuition, listen to what's guiding you, and I want you to know that your guidance is always warm and loving. If it's fearful, that's usually the ego. We have different types of guidance, but your guides or your soul call is your intuition, and it's always going to feel good. So that's why they say follow your bliss, and a lot of the times I get the message, let the fire in your heart light the way. So it's that passion that we have, that something, that desire within us that's calling you. And if it's warm and loving, it's your soul. And the other thing I want to say, something that I've learned along the way, is that your intuition and your guides, when you ask a question, it's all about asking. Ask and it is given. But you have to ask and be open to hear the answer. And it is instant that they respond to you, and 9 times out of 10 you want to discount the information because it's so simple. But the fact is that your guides and your intuition will talk to you only at the level that you are ready to hear. And they will say things when in the way that they know that you can receive it. So if it sounds basic, don't discount it. It's instant, it's warm and loving, do that. A lot of the times my guides will say, drink water. That sounded so stupid to me, but now I understand water is everything and we have to have a clear channel, and it's just, I mean, scientific, and we're gonna go over that too. But right now, rituals. A daily ritual, a daily practice. And a lot of the things I'm going to talk about come from Ayurvedic medicine. I was trained in yoga, so I'm going to bring in a lot of different views, but they all come together and they all teach that to access that light within you. Yoga means to unite mind, body, and soul. And these daily rituals are a tool to help you do that. And as you're united and balanced, mind, body, and soul, I get the image of a triangle. You have a firm foundation, then you can center yourself and begin to connect to infinite intelligence and possibilities. That's being a magician and an alchemist, knowing yourself, to love yourself and be yourself. So I can post a link below, Banyan Botanicals. There's a free quiz you can access to determine your doshas. And doshas, I'm not a professional with the Ayurvedic, but what I know is that there's different types of people, and they're usually governed by season. There's 3 seasons in, the yoga philosophy, dosha. But so they will give you, based on where you're at with your doshas, a routine, a daily ritual. But my favorite things that I remember from this were, the first thing before your feet hit the ground, give thanks for where you are. Be thankful for what you have. That's the key to everything. The magic words are always please and thank you. And when you're thankful, it puts you in that gratitude space, and you can just be more open because you're thankful for what you have. So you're thankful, you wake up, drink some water. We need that water to get everything moving. Our body is a beautiful machine and a temple. And this water is a pure sense of life. I recommend drinking filtered or bottled water. Go to your local, we have a Kangen water lady. So then you set your intentions, you get to move, you stretch, you put lotion on your body, you rinse your face with cold water and rinse out your mouth, get the day started. Cleanse yourself. Eat a healthy, nutritious meal, something that is the color of the rainbows. And we're going to be bringing in the rainbows a lot with this, and you're going to get to understand why. So we need this because it grounds us. It gives us that firm foundation, and it also tells you to you, hey, I'm here, I'm a man of my word, what I say I will do, and you can trust me. And you build that trust with yourself. If you don't have these baseline trust levels with yourself, how can you begin to trust your intuition for big things like getting visions and having psychic abilities or whatever your gift may be? So we are here as souls operating as humans, so we have to learn to be human. We have to get those human mundane things down. But what I found is, as you do those things, that they're almost like, I hear this video game, and it's like the coin, cha-ching, cha-ching. So every time you do something that your soul wants you to do and that you tell yourself you're going to do, it's like a level up, because you're giving yourself that confirmation and validation that you can trust yourself and get things done. And then when you start to listen to your intuition and take those guidances, your soul can trust you to take on bigger things, and you'll begin to grow and find more things, because when the student's ready, the teacher appears. Now, we want to be grounded and have our rituals and our daily routines in place. The other thing I want to mention is, a lot of my friends are entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, this is 100 times more important, because now you make your own schedule. And the time you make for you is the most important. That meeting with yourself, you cannot back down on. You can't. Here's the thing. If you're an entrepreneur, first off, consistency is key, and you can never cancel an appointment, because that just tells them that they can't trust you. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. So get to know, like, and trust yourself by doing what you say you're going to do. Showing yourself that you're worth the investment of drinking the water, eating the healthy food. It is tough to change a habit, but we get to try over and over as conscious, aware people and make that choice. And that's where our growth is. Taking the steps towards the things that are difficult, but that our soul is calling us to do. So build that trust with yourself, ground yourself through routine. I'll post a link for the doshas, and you go through the articles. You can read about different daily routines. It's all free. And you can Google about routines too, but I would like to hear everybody's routine, their daily ritual. There are other things we can go into, there are candle rituals and herb magic, cooking. Everything is some sort of ritual, but it's all about the intention behind it. And you can create anything you want just by being aware and making that choice to do so, putting it into play, saying it, writing it, speaking it into being. And that's going to start to make you fulfill your desires, make you feel fulfilled, and you'll start to see a change and growth. So discipline is another thing that we don't talk about often, but to me, discipline is the highest act of self-love, which you've seen that in a meme, I'm sure. But discipline is also a limb in yoga, and it's true that, sometimes we don't have those structures as children, and we have to reparent ourselves. So be disciplined enough to give yourself that love. And the other thing is that we always talk about boundaries for other people, but what about the boundaries for ourselves? We too need to have boundaries for us and say, I'm not going to do this, and then honor that. In October, a lot of people do Sober October, so I'm not drinking and I'm not doing sugar. Those are boundaries I'm placing for myself in an act of self-love. Now, if I cross those boundaries, that's something I need to look at. You have to be honest and aware, and that's the other thing. Be raw and real and authentic with everybody, including yourself, especially yourself. So have that discipline. And this is also, you can know you and grow and love yourself and be happy. And once we can get everything that the mess around us, it's like we're in the storm. When we center ourselves and we know ourselves, we can calm the storm around us and just learn to ride the wave. Because life is full of ups and downs, but it's what we do with it and how we choose to respond. And it's our responsibility to give ourselves what we want and need. And as we start to invest in ourselves and put ourselves first, the world will mirror that to you, and others' energy will start to change. To be spiritual is to have a ritual, to have a routine, to do something that will help ease and flow your life to a place that you're going. And if you're creating a dream life and you want this dream, imagine what that person would have to do on a day-to-day basis. What kind of ritual will they have? And please share with me what your rituals are. We can learn and grow together. We can see what everybody does, and we can adopt other people's habits. And that's okay. If it feels good and it's good for you, then it can't be wrong. Follow your bliss, set your intention, and have your daily rituals, and know that you're worth it. So I'm excited to hear from everybody, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Happy Friday.